Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create a landing page. How can we design a clean, sleek, amazing looking, high converting landing page on WordPress? So for that, let me walk you through my screen. Let us first understand what is a landing page and why is landing pages important. So let me come down to uh, the home page of my website. So now if I come to any website, this is how the homepage of my website looks, right? It's completely empty. Even if this has any information, it's not really high converting. It does not express the intent, right? Another reason why we require landing pages is we send customer to our websites through different channels. Some of the channels that we use are organic, where we write blog articles. Somewhere we run ads, right? So let's say, for example, if I am running Google ads, we will have multiple keywords. Each keywords, depending upon the kind of audience, the kind of people using these keywords, are segregated, right? So let's say, for example, if I am selling a digital marketing service, there could be people searching for digital marketing service and related keywords. There could be people searching for something very specific. Let's say, for example, Google Ads. Someone would be searching for Facebook ads and similarly for analytics, SEO, and whatnot. Now, let's say, for example, if I send these people on a very generic page, if they are searching for something specific, they might not find that particular information. And because of that, these people will surely come to the website, but might bounce away because they did not find what they're looking for, despite the fact that I'm exactly selling what they're looking for. Apart from that, when Google itself does not understand what is this page about, even if there are keywords that search for this, but the landing page does not have similar content because we're sending people to the home page. In that case, Google does not rank us higher and gives us less on quality score. So even if we are able to rank higher, our CPCs will be really high. And that is why we create multiple landing pages depending upon the kind of services, the kind of solutions that we offer, and depending upon how on different types of campaigns that we see. So let's take an example. Here I have a website. Let me just quickly clear my screen first. Now I have a website called Hi Bob. This is an HR service. And now if you see, this is clearly the homepage because you see hibob.com and there's nothing beyond that in the URL. Now, if you see, this is a very generic page where it talks about all-in-one HR, payroll, and finance. It's not digging deep into payroll, finance, any of the specific topics. It is asking you to request a demo, take a tour. It is showing you all the clients that they have. They're showing you some image, some graphics that talks a lot about what they do. You will see some more pages that you can go, but there's no content on these pages here yet, right? Again, something to do with the platform, how it looks, some testimonials, but there is nothing specific about any specific product. Now, let's say, for example, amongst this website, let's say, for example, here there is a platform and there is a US payroll as a platform where it is focusing on payroll service and it is focusing on US. If you see this, this page is absolutely different. Here it talks about US, here it specifically talks about payroll, and it will continue to talk about the same thing: payroll, HR platform, payroll seamlessly, right? AI payroll, pay slips, everything to do payroll by why Bob US payroll, right? So this is a very specific page for a very specific solution. So, like I was saying, we have digital marketing service, a Google Ad service, different kinds of service. In fact, it's not necessary just to split this within the service, but also the way we deliver stuff. Now, let's say I deliver a Google Ads program online, I deliver it offline. Both are different programs, so we can have separate pages for those. The idea is whatever your customer is specifically looking for, we need to have a specific page. Now, here similarly, if I look at platform and if I go to somewhere else, let's say people analytics, performance, learning, hiring, onboarding, finance, right? All of these pages. So this is completely on finance. Now, this will not at all speak about payroll. This will speak about finance intelligence at your fingertips. Again, dashboard, document, analysis, but it will not speak about anything else. Where in the previous example, it was just speaking about payroll. Again, finance insights, right? Similarly, if I go to people analytics, it will speak about people and analytics. So, how an HR process is driven by data and analytics, right? Understand people, right? Here, it does not speak about finance. Here, it does not speak about payroll, just people. And similarly, there is performance. Everything is unique and different. And that is why, guys, landing page is very, very critical when we are building our website, right? So here in this particular video, I want to walk you through an example of how we can build a very high performing landing page on our website with the help of Elementor. So let me come back to the backend of my website. This is the website. We are on the backend. And here, whenever we want to build a new landing page, because it's a page, in this section, I'm going to click on pages and I want to click on add pages. So here, WordPress has a system called Gutenberg, which is their algorithm in which you can build landing pages. So here you can see I can add some titles over here, and then you can choose some blocks. So it is saying paragraph, you can add an image and headline, a gallery of items, a list, etc. Now, though this is good and effective, the only problem is that it's not really advanced, right? And we already have been working with Elementor. So building a page on Elementor is one of the best things that you can do right now. So what I'm going to do is just give a name to this particular page. So let's say we are speaking of online, right? So this basically giving a headline here means giving my page a name. I'm just going to come here and quickly check some Astra settings. So my container needs to be a full width container, right? We've seen this before as well. In my sidebar, I basically do not want any sidebars. With respect to disable elements, I'm going to disable banner area. And once all of these things are done, I'm just going to publish this particular page, right? So now, as empty as it is, the page is live, right? And because of this, I am going to use this page and now I'm going to edit this page. Now to edit this page, you need to click on edit with Elementor. We have not even started building this particular page, right? So just give it a quick second and let's build an amazing landing page in minutes with the help of Elementor. So now we are using Elementor, which will help us build this particular page. We will require to use some very interesting, some very nice elements here, right? Just give it a quick sec for the page to load, right? There are multiple ways. There are some AI tools as well that help you build pages. There are codes that you can write with the help of AI to build pages, but still I feel we learn all of these things, right, in separate videos. But I think Elementor is still the best thing out there to build a website. Now, I have a small problem. In one of our previous lectures, what we've done is we've actually created this header on the website, which is looking really annoying and it does not look well whenever it's on a landing page. It's usually very good on a home page and all the other pages, but landing page, it does not make sense. So to avoid that, what we're going to do is on the top here where you see the name of your landing page, right besides this, you are going to see a setting button. Inside setting button, you will see something called as a hide title. So I'm going to put this as a yes. And where you see a page layout, I'm just going to click on Elementor Canvas, right? And once this is done, I'm just going to wait for a quick second. And now if you see, everything is gone. I do not see a site title. I do not see the header, etc., which we do not want in a landing page. The header that we created where you have a button, where you have your logo, etc., it's very important for a page like a home page, which is more navigational in nature. So if you see pages like these here you have a lot more things to do with respect to navigation, right? Now these are still, you have navigation items, but here if you see, it does not speak about any of these things here. That's why we do not want to actually go there. So in that case, I have removed this. So now we're going to start building a landing page, right? I have set aside a couple of elements that we are going to require to keep building this page, let me just quickly come to that. What I've actually done is created some images as well. And yes, here we are. So this is my header called landing page design, right? And here, first of all, I require an headline, and the headline should read limited time offers, try to create some urgency, etc. So now what I'm going to do is come back to my landing page, and here I'm going to add a container. And in the container, I'm going to add a headline because we want to write a headline, right? And the headline is supposed to read limited time offer. How will it in? Okay. Let's copy this again. Container. Container will have a headline, and headline text is this. Perfect. Now, couple of things. This particular headline is blue in color. Doesn't make sense, right? It says limited time offer. It says avail in the next 5 hours or avail in the next 1 day, 2 day. You can mention whatever you want. Now, because it is urgent, blue doesn't really make sense. So in that case, what I'm going to do is first change the color. So here, where it says blue, let me try to maybe make this red. So red looks a little alarming, which it does right now. You can play with the text as well if you want. So here in with respect to anything, you can change the font as well, right? So let's try and see a couple of fonts. No, this doesn't look that impactful actually. This is too loud. Hmm, okay. I think this one is decent enough. Oh yeah, makes sense. Yep. Also, I do not want this here at the side. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see if I can play with the size, right? Okay, this makes sense. And I'm gonna center align this, right? Makes sense. Also, what I'm gonna do is copy this before I do anything else. Actually, I should have also given this a color. So let me add a container again. Okay. Let me quickly add a container again. And first, what I can do is I can style the container actually. So I can just give it a nice color. Let me actually keep it white itself, or I can keep it a black color container. All right, let me go with white itself. Never mind. And now I'm gonna add a headline. And this is my headline. And it's taking an extra space. I'll let that go. Right? So my headline is ready. Now, apart from that, I want to add a text which reads like this. So I'm going to copy the text. Again, I am going to click on this plus sign and add another container. This time I do not want a headline. So I'm going to come here, scroll a little bit and add text editor. Yep. And select this. Now this needs to look big and bold. In fact, this section though definitely needs a color. So let me do this section again. Add a container. This has to be in a separate color for sure. So I am just gonna come back here. Yep. And give this a red color. So to make it a little contrast, or I can actually keep it black as well. Black makes better sense. Right. And now back here, I am going to add a text editor. Right. And this is going to be my text. And don't do that. Okay, what I'm going to do is style it slightly differently. So just Paragraph spacing needs to go less. I am gonna, and this text as well, I will try to break it down like this. Okay, this makes sense. And there is a spelling mistake here. Let's remove the V. All right, and yeah. Now, what I'm gonna do is, in content where you see this, right? I need to change a few things, like India's #1 digital marketing program become job ready in 6 weeks. I can just maybe play with this, and I need to give this a separate color, but I don't see a color option here. So when you face a problem like this is sometimes what happens. I'm just gonna publish this so that I get to refresh this particular page. So once I refresh this, I'm going to get that option once again. You see this section, I'm just going to click on this and select a very specific text. Hmm. All right, so I think we are facing an issue here, but over here you should see an option to highlight or give this text a separate color. Now I can't do this specifically. I'll try and do it for the entire text. So at least it looks slightly better, right? And yes. Oh yes, got it. Super. So this is here, and I'm gonna put this in yellow. All right, and I actually need this to be slightly, not slightly, in fact, a lot bigger. Right, so I am just gonna come here and go to typography and increase the size because this is like my hook, right? And now I will again play with spacing. Right, so if I play with the adjust the spacing, this size, and yeah, I think this is okay. And we will reduce the line height to this. You can slightly increase the letter spacing, slightly give it more line height. I think this is amazing, right? So now if you see, we have this page here, which reads, okay, this is also getting higher. I think we can reduce this size as well. Let's try if I can. It's not actually doing it, but yeah, if you see it in full screen, this is how my header looks. Now this is the next thing, right? Now, let's see what we all need. We need some pointers, of course, right? And actually we need an image as well. So I'm gonna come back over here, right? And I will click over here. And now basically we need two sections here, right? So one section that speaks about an image about what my product is, etc. And the other section speaks about some text. So here in the second section, let's put in a list, right? So I will just add an icon list over here, right? And an icon list that says these pointers, right? So I can just edit all of this one by one. So A, we are saying that we offer a premium quality content. B, we offer one-time payment and no hidden cost, which is also interesting. And we are giving free bonuses worth 20,000. And also now you can play with the icons as well. So here, if you click on any of these, you can play along with the icon. I actually want to change the color of the icons. So I'm gonna come back here. Blue doesn't look great. Let's make all the icons black. Or is there any other color which looks amazing? No, I think black will make sense because it will go with the tone earlier here. And now I want to add an image here. So usually what I do is I generate these type of images with the help of GPT for now. So let's come back to here, and I am also generated some testimonials already. But now I'm saying, can you help me create an image in which looks like a bundle that offers a right. So I'm going to always say that I need this in a rectangular size, right? So I've just given it a simple prompt. I've not put a lot of things into it. We can, in fact, actually put in a lot more details and get something better as well. But Gemini, as far as I understand, does an amazing job. And right, this looks like an amazing bundle. I'm just gonna copy this. The only problem is it's not given me a rectangular image, but that's absolutely okay. Right, so now I'm gonna come back to my page, and here, first I need to add an image, and here I need to replace the image. So I'll go select upload a file, and here you will see this as a bundle. Usually whenever an image is generated with AI, slightly higher file size, so try to compress it before you upload. So here also, if you can see, if I select any other thing, it will auto select very quick. But because this one is generated with AI, especially with Gemini, it is a very high file size. So all you need to ensure is either you wait for a while because it's slightly heavy, or in other scenario, what you can do is compress the file through a compression tool. Right, so let's just give this a minute while this quickly uploads. Just gonna play with other images for a while and ignore the first one. But yeah, I mean, you can add any of these images, right? Just waiting for this upload to be completed. Okay, so now because if we want to proceed, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna select a random image for a bit, right? And I'm gonna proceed and then come back and replace this image. Right, so here assume there is this product bundle that you already see. Here there is these bonuses. Now we need to add a CTA, right? So far we have spoken about a very heavy FOMO sort of a situation. We've given them a very big high that we are number one digital marketing program and we make you job ready in the next 6 weeks. There is an image, a bundle that speaks about it, that something speaks about quality. Now I also want to add a quick CTA here, a quick FOMO here. So what I'm going to do is design another section over here. So let's come back here, click on this plus. Now here, if I want to add something else, and of course this space is blank, the image is going to be so big. So I need to add something else here. So in this case, what I will do is I will add a divider over here, right at the bottom. And this divider is solid right now, so I want to make it, let's say, for example, a dashed divider. You can't see it, of course, because of the color. Oh yeah, now it's quite visible, but yeah, it's going to be very dark black in color, right? And if you want to increase, reduce the gap, you can play with the gap. If you want to increase, decrease the weight, you can do that, right? But yeah, we have a section divider over here right now. So if I just get rid of this, this is how it looks like a divider. I'm gonna come back here and check on my image real quick because if it is uploaded, it will look very nice here. Yes, now it's done. Yeah, this looks decent enough. right? Now in this section, we want to add another headline because we want to say something, right? So the headline that I want to add again is in my text over here, right? So time is running out, buy it now. And I want to say this particular line over here. So again, come to this section here, click on this plus. Again, we want to add a text editor over here right below this. And this will also say time is running out, buy it now. Now, again, the thing is, I might have to delete this because that doesn't get fixed. Headline. Sorry, not a headline. We want a text editor over here, right? And I want to delete this, add my text here. And here the thing is that, again, because it's very important and sensitive, I'm going to keep it in red. So I'm going to highlight this, change the color to red so that it looks really nice. Buy it now. I can maybe make it a little italic as well with an underline so that it looks really good. I am also going to come here and increase the size a little, right? And I'm also going to center align this, right? So time is running out, buy it now. If you want, you can add buy it now in a different color, etc. as well. But I have created one problem that this line is supposed to be on the top. All right, so yes. So now if you see, this is how my page looks so far, right? I still need to add something interesting here. So what I'm gonna do is again here, because in one of our previous sessions, we have downloaded a plugin. You can just select a timer here, right? Which is with UAE. Now here, unfortunately, this timer is blocked, right? So we are going to require another plugin that will help us with this timer, right? So you can also search for countdown. So here you have a counter, you have a countdown. So this countdown timer is really great. But again, the problem is all of these tools are all paid tools. So we can't use this. So we will have to use a different way to do this, which I will walk you through right now. Now to get to that plugin, I need to go back to my website backend. I will come down to my plugin and click on add plugin. While searching for the plugin, you will search for magic add-ons, right? And you will see essential add-ons, all of this thing, but we basically want a magic add-on. I'm gonna try and use it with a space. Add on, or maybe use them all together. I in fact have the author as well by Noor Alam, right? No, so just add by Noor, and I'm gonna maybe put it all together. Mhm. Let's just search for Noor Alam. Sometimes all of these plugins have been named in a different way. Yes, so Magic add-ons for Elementor by Noor Alam, the first one. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this name properly in that draft so that whenever someone else wants to use it can, and I'm going to click on install. The minute this is installed, the next thing I need to do is just activate it. Right, once this is activated, I need to come back to my page. Now again, whatever we've done so far is not really published, right? So if I refresh this, I will need to publish it or else everything will go away. And unless I refresh this, I will not get the countdown timers here. So I'm going to click on publish and I'm going to publish this page in a haphazard manner. And now you can see my add-on our magic add-on is activate here. That's why you're seeing a deactivate button. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a timer or a countdown timer, right? And mhm. So now all I've done is refresh this page after I click on publish. And if I now search for a countdown, you will see multiple counter, MG countdown, etc. Now we want to use the MG countdown. So now I will first come back to this section and I will drag this countdown here, right? And because this tool is free, guys, here you do not get an option to set a timer basis the number of hours. But all your Elementor paid plugins or any other paid plugin will give you a timer. So anybody, the minute they come on a website, you can start a timer, let's say for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, etc. So you can set that here. So every time I come to the website, it will show a timer of, let's say, 1 hour. So price reducing in the next 30 minutes. And you can set a 30-minute timer. So it creates a very strong FOMO. Now, because this is a free plugin, we don't get that particular option, but it's still good to use as well, right? And here I'm going to set the right time. So this says November 2024. I'm just going to set it to, let's say, for example, somewhere at the end of this month, right? And do you want to see here there are hours and all of these labels, so we can hide those, right? And in my styling, I can just play with my background numbers. You can play with the number color, etc. I can play with the height of the numbers. I can play with the width of the numbers as well, right? Padding, all of this is something that we can play with. I actually don't want a lot of this actually to come here because it doesn't. Okay, the year is again incorrect, right? And this is, let's say, for example, let's just keep this, right? And we want to end this at, let's say, 31st of November at 11:59 p.m., right? So it's basically 3 days. In fact, I can reduce the days as well. So that's basically a better idea. I will just put this here, 11:59, or I can just put it to, yeah, this is still better. And now I will come back to my styling and I will just try and reduce the width of this. Yes, right? So now you have an amazing timer set here, which is really looking cool, right? I think I can increase the size of this a little bit because it's looking too small in front of the other things. Yeah, this is better. Now, guys, let's add a CTA button, right? Because we have not had a button here. So just search for a button, right? And just drag this button right below this. I need the reserve your spot, right? The button should say reserve your spot. I want the button color to be slightly different. So green is something that we don't want. Black is too black. How about red or pink? No, too dull. I think this is okay. Yeah, and we need the central aligned, right? Text is okay in white. And if you want to make this button slightly rounded, right? So you can just keep doing this, right? And I can go in fact to advanced styles and I can do a little bit more with respect to the button, like size, position, all of this is okay. If you want to give any motion effect, unless it's a paid bit, but yeah, you can add a couple of things like that. Um, I can try for a background, which is okay, never mind. Let's come back to style once though. Yep, and I can give it a shadow, right? So you can see the shadow coming here like this. So it gets an amazing effect, right? And you can change the shadow color. I'll try to make it slightly black, right? And no, I need to slightly make it resemble to this, right? So you can basically play along with the shadows as well, right? Slightly. Okay. If you want this to spread a little, so if you want to cover the entire thing, right? Vertically as well here, actually, right behind it, and then slightly spread it so that you have it from all the sides. And you can insert it, its outline, etc. I think the outline is okay, right? And now if you see your page, it looks really cool. I don't know why this has become blue again. Let's fix this color. Oh yeah, it's the right color now. Yeah, so now you can see it's a limited time offer. And can you see step by step, we are building an amazing page here. All right. Now let's add another section here, which says, let's say, for example, we want people to see our reviews. So I'll add a short container here, right? I actually want this to be like a page breaker, like break the flow slightly as well. So first I'm going to give this container a color. Let's put it in black again. Uh, 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 yeah, and I actually also want to reduce the size of this container because this is too much. No, okay. I need to reduce the overall size. But okay, never mind. Let's go with this as well. And here now I am going to add a simple text. So add a text editor here which says check out our reviews. Right? Again, this is something amazing. So I'm just going to keep it nice and bright. Right? I am also going to make this bold. And in my styling, I am actually going to um, slightly increase the size because this is too small. And we also want to center align this. Right. And now in this section itself, yeah, in this section itself, I want to add grids, right? Right inside this. And I want to just add uh, 3 columns. Yep. And each of this should have an image, right? Similarly, this should have an image. Similarly, this should have an image, right? Because I want people to check out our reviews. So what I'm going to do is now edit each and every, like upload each and every image. So again, this image loading is going to be a while because I have generated these as well with the help of a GPT model. One, two, and I just see two. Okay. Right? But let's upload all of these things one by one. It might take its sweet time, right? And while this is getting uploaded, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to add another section. So now you can see how this looks so far. So you have a limited time offer. all of this. I can actually increase the size to fill the space over here. I think that is important. Timing is running out, buyout, and you can see the time. Reserve your spot, looks really good. Check out our reviews. We'll have some reviews in a while. Yeah, let me close this. And this is that section. Let's now quickly add one more section. Yeah, and that section basically should speak about, let's say, for example, so let's add a text editor here and check out our videos. Yeah. So again, we want people to check out our videos. Again, this is nice and good. So I am, oh, okay. It doesn't look so great in. Now the above section is actually in black, so I can't change this. So I think I will need to keep this black, bold. Yeah, this will have to be like that, right? And again, in styling, I'm just going to increase the size and make this slightly bigger because, yeah, and check out now this O doesn't look great, which is small. So our and let's say just for videos, because videos, uh, like YouTube-ish feeling. So I'm just gonna keep videos in red, and I'm gonna keep videos as bold. Okay, bold is there. So let's just underline it, right? And now, guys, here in this section, I'm gonna click on plus here, and I will just add videos, right? So before I add anything, I again have to enter a grid, and I'm going to add again a 3 by 3 grid. And in this grid, I'm going to add video over here. Again, come here. We are going to add a video over here. Again, come here. I'm going to add a video over here. All right. Now this is a placeholder video, guys, right? So of course, because this is done by Elementor, you're getting Elementor video. So if you have a vertical video on YouTube, you can directly put the link of the video here, and that video will be saved here, right? Again, a very good way to do this. Also does not put a lot of toll on your website. Apart from that, if you want a source to be any other of these things, you can select that, or you can have self-hosted. When you do a self-hosted, you will need to actually upload a video. So again, here, if I select, if I, okay, right? So people can click and come here. But now if I come back and select this section again here, instead of YouTube, self-hosted, again here, instead of YouTube, let's say self-hosted. So now basically you will have 3 video sections here, which is basically all your self-hosted, right? Not URL. You can, in fact, for any video, mention the start and the end time as well. So for any video, if you have a specific time you want to start and end, you'll do it, right? And with respect to styles, right, you can change the aspect ratio to 9 by 16 if you are adding a shot, right? So here also style, instead of 16 by 9, 9 by 16, here also in style, a 9 by 16. So here basically you get to go for a short. So now I don't have videos handy. So what I'm going to do is keep it to YouTube, but see, the sizes have changed for all of them. Even here, if I come back and do this again and just make it YouTube, even if here I will do this again and make it YouTube. So either you can upload short format of videos, right? Or you can just select these, right? Let me finish this in the meanwhile. I think my upload would be done by now. So I have these. So now if you see, if I have got some amazing reviews, I'm going to come here and upload these reviews. right? And then at the end of the section, again, after this, you want to add a button here, quick checkout, etc. So you can do those things as well, right? So now if I have to see this, right, this is what exactly my website looks like, right? Check out our reviews and you see the reviews. Check out our videos, you see our videos, and you can end a footer section, right? So this is how, guys, you create an exciting, a high converting and amazing landing page, right? With the help of Elementor. Thanks.